Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You couldn't do without goals, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning, Caribbean. Good morning to the world. Good morning to my good brother here, JD. How you doing this morning?
Excellent. Excellent.
Excellent.
In the greatness of God. By his greatness and excellence.
I'm kind of like sounding sort of different. I don't know why. This is not me. I'm not sounding
that you knows. A man knows best. A man,
yeah.
A man must know, everything, because you've been here long enough here. You know, you've been here long enough. You've been around how much years? So, you know.
It's just that my quality is not sounding the way I am.
Well, you know,
I'm trying to look at everything here to see whether or not, and maybe it could be that my voice improved the last night.
Oh, okay.
Got better. What are you laughing at? So are you saying my voice can't improve?
I never said no. I never said so. Sometimes not everything you could say on the radio. So, not for, So what you may want to say, you cannot say it on the radio. So.
Who say you can't say it?
No, okay. Not everything you could say on the radio.
You don't want to say it?
I will not.
Then tell it up to you. It's your business.
Yeah, talk for radio. Yeah, talk for
Oh yeah?
Yeah, talk for between me and you. Yeah, talk for all the different things.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. You cannot talk your talk or some, you just have to know where you are.
If you're talking, you talk.
You don't know where you are. You don't know if you're
in the misty moonlight. I don't understand you at all. I ain't even thinking about
I would love to get some rain.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Thank you. I would love to get some rain today. Because I planted some potato, boy. And
where?
Up, well, at the back of the house and at the top of the hill. I started to, where I cleared there.
Normally where you clear way up?
Yeah, I started to plant some potato.
On the back of the house?
Yeah,
on the hill?
On the back of the house, I did 2 beds there. And then across the ravine, up the hill, I didn't know.
And what about up the street? Up the road?
No, I'm more focusing on where we clean now. You don't clean land and just leave it idle,
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did the beds already?
I did 4, and then it's gonna cost me some money to get the truck, to get the plow to get up there.
Well, yeah, because I don't know where the plow passing.
Well, like I'm saying, for the plow to pass, I may have to do a temporary road, which might cost maybe about $1,000.
What?
Yeah.
You're gonna make that money from planting?
No, you're looking at future, and then you get it plow. Is it the plow? Because the guy who operates the plow came, he looked at it, he says yes, he could plow. And then one of the beauty about it is when coming down the hill, but there's a flat, and he says that's good. So when the plow is coming down with the speed, the flat would, control the speed after,
Why are you coming down with speed?
Well, no, when they come down, because you're coming down, your plowing come down. You
that
cannot.
Mean you have to come see that breaks it.
No, I understand what what his logic is.
So why don't you do contour plowing?
Do?
Contour plowing.
No, he has to. How the land is, he has to take it down. He cannot go across. He cannot. It's down. You have to take it.
You
from.
can't take it across.
No, he can't go across. It wouldn't be possible. It wouldn't be possible. You have to take it from the top, come down, and then when you reach.
So why didn't take it from the bottom, go up?
Had I yet, and once they plow up. If I see a river goes going up the stream, It's donkey coming.
Depends on which direction you look at. The Lafayette River is going up, you know.
Left out children, but it's donkey going
No, it's going up.
down to the sea. You never see the sea at the top?
No, it's going up.
The sea at the bottom.
The Lafayette River
Is that
travels in a northerly direction.
Yeah, but
and
it's-
north can be done.
But it's donkey going.
North can be done, Jay.
I don't care what you say.
Well, you don't have to care, but the logic is the logic. North can be done.
It's down the river going and it's down.
What's wrong with this guy?
It comes from the mountain and it's down. It go down to the sea.
I am not going to dispute you all that, but I'm just going to say, I'm saying to you that north cannot be done.
Well,
People say they're going down to Derby. No. Derby's up.
Yeah.
Because they're going north. Derby is the most northerly point in Grenada.
And not only that, I go down Sotes.
That depends on where you are.
Well, yeah,
You can never, as a matter of fact, put it this is sorry, it not depends on where you are. You can never, if you're in Cairo, cool, you can go down to Soteas.
Yeah, well, right. But if you're in
But once you're on mainland,
mainland,
you can't go down to Soteas.
Soteas.
That's not possible. You know, you're going up to Grenville. Well, hello, you ain't thinking? Think a bit, man.
no. If you're living in Mali, and you're going Sotes, you're not going up Sotes, are you?
Say again?
If you're living in Mali, at
Mali
Celes,
up there?
yeah,
Yeah, you're
And
going
you-
up to Soteas.
and you're coming down the road,
Soteas is north.
and you're coming down the road,
Mali and Celeste is in the south.
in the south.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
They're in the south.
so that's Sotes.
Man, what you can say what you want. I'm just telling you what it is. What it is, it is.
But I normally know the south to be at the bottom, not at the top.
But yeah, that's what I'm telling you. If you go to Mali, then you're going up to Soteas.
If you are in Mali and you're coming down,
You ain't coming down.
yep. Yeah, and
In
then
the mist,
so it
you know.
might take about what 2 hours plowing, 1 hour to 2 hours to plow, 1 hour to rotovate to make the beds, and it's good if I get that done. You know, you could add a lot of potato.
Why is it that potato? How much money would you make in potatoes there if everything was to come good?
It depends. You could make, in the first instance, you don't have to buy plants. I mean, very rare you don't have to buy seeds like people that say, nope, you have to buy plants. Once you have your plants, you can make a good money, and the price now.
What is a good money?
Well, it depends on the amount you plant, and
yeah,
all
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Well, no, all good. Everything has its thing. You can't say I'm making $1,000.
Listen, I asked
Yeah.
the question. I'm going to ask it again. If all things are equal
Good. Well,
and you plant, how much can you make in that area?
Oh, that what I'm doing there?
Oh,
Yes. Well,
so
listen.
what I do is
Yes. Well, you could probably get what, a little over 1,000. Maybe it depends on
£1,000 pounds.
pounds.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could get 1,000 pounds. Yeah.
So at $1 a pound, $2 a pound.
About let's say about 250.
$2.50 a pound?
Yeah, basically.
So let's do it basic, $2 a pound.
Yeah,
So that's $2,000.
$2,000.
Wow. And you're waiting?
You're counting the money from your house.
Yes. You didn't realize it's that, no? Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
All right. Tell me what you got for me this morning.
Good morning to you and good morning to the listeners. The reading Proverbs chapter 27. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise you, and not your own mouth. A stranger and not your own lips. A stone is heavy, and sand is weighty. But a fool's wrath is heavier than both of them. Wrath is cruel, and anger to turn it. But who is able to stand before jealousy? Open rebuke is better than love carefully concealed. The word of the Lord.
Thank you, my dear. And how are you this morning?
Good.
Everybody good?
A minute, I think I forgot the number then.
You forget the number. What's something wrong with you, girl?
A second.
Well,
Okay.
okay.
JD wants to ask you a question.
What happened? Do you have a new reader? No.
Do you have a new reader?
I
No,
didn't.
that's Drumstick's
I'm
daughter.
drumstick daughter.
Well, oh, you are drumlet?
Yeah, no, she's not a drummer.
No.
She's a stick.
Hello. Listen. The big one is drumsticks. And the smaller one is drumettes.
No.
You don't know about chicken?
Don't know about chicken. That is a new name. They just bring in chicken there.
I drumhead. That's that red. Okay.
That piece of wings. That piece of wings. You good, girl?
Yeah.
All right.
You working today?
Yeah.
All right. And the girl called yesterday.
Okay.
She called yesterday and she did by Miss Avis.
All right.
And she called. Well, you know she can't do without calling her. That's what happened to her. She addicted. Yeah. So everything good?
Yeah, everything okay.
Take care, my darling. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. 22 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. That's our time. Weather news coming up shortly.
Gladon. All over the world you go, agriculture is number one. Precisely so rich and pure, but the youths cannot understand. Well, all the education you have, man, still can't ignore the soil. Everybody want to work in office, and I know the reason why. Yes, man.
The interesting thing is that I've been doing this weather thing now for a number of years, quite a number of years. And I cannot remember ever having any forecaster back to back. It took the great Trisha Miller to do that. Good morning, Trish.
Good morning to you.
Never had a forecaster back to back.
Really?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
It took just the great Trish, that's all. Talk to me, love.
Good morning to you listeners of Real FM. It's a fair morning here at the airport. Winds are calm. Barometric pressure 1011.9 millibars, which is below the mean, but it's rising. Present temperature 25.4 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 94%. Yesterday's maximum temperature was 30.7 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 24.7 degrees Celsius. Only a trace of rainfall was recorded here at the MBIA over the past 24 hours. Hence, the total for the month remains at 14.6 millimeters. Now the public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be mostly fair with a few light isolated showers. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Today's maximum temperature is expected to get up to 31 degrees Celsius. Seas slight to moderate, waves 3 to 5 feet in open water. Tides will be high around 8 a.m. and low about 2 p.m. Sunset this evening at 5:40. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:10. So just to recap, the weather is expected to be mostly fair with a few light isolated showers. From the Met Office, Trisha Miller.
Thank you very much, my dear. Have a nice day.
You too, thanks.
Okay, good. 24 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. This is Real FM Radio with JD in the morning. It's agriculture. You didn't say nothing?
Agriculture, yeah. Yeah.
Well, say, you're only playing with papers.
No, I'm just looking for my planting this and so.
You're looking for your plant. You're supposed to have that in your hand.
Have
Click,
it.
click.
Yeah, click, click.
Yeah, click, click. Yeah. Where is it?
So, according to the my papers here, there's no planting dates remaining for the month of November. So until maybe December, because the moon is in what phase now? The moon should be going in last quarter, I think. So normally you don't really plant in last quarter. So maybe next week is the new month. So I hope by next week we'll have some planting.
So you don't plant on this weekend, anything?
No, I won't plant. Maybe after the moon change. The moon should change this weekend.
It's changing this weekend?
Yeah, and normally we don't plant after the last quarter. It's kind of a rest for planting. As according to the Farmer's Almanac, they normally would take a break from.
And McDonald's says what?
McDonald's has nothing till December.
When?
December the 5th and the 6th.
That's a Sunday and a Monday.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. For below the ground.
The 5th is a Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, below the ground. And I don't watch dates, so I don't even know.
I want to plant some tubers.
Tubers?
Some beet.
Yeah, that'd be good for the 5th and 6th of December. Yeah.
Yeah, some beet and then beet and carrots.
All these tubers.
Yeah.
Yeah, December. December.
And what about some maybe some lettuce and a bit of pak chai?
A good date is, according to the McDonald's, I don't have the other one, the 9th of from December.
The 9th?
Yeah.
So
But
you
one
could
small
plant-
amount, you two little thing you plant in there when rainfall, if rainfall, you take a umbrella and cover your plot of land. So you could just juke anything, you could just juke something. Or you become like silence, so you don't say nothing.
You really want me to say something?
Yeah, say what you want to say.
No.
After I know you look at me.
No, you're just disrespecting, that's it. And I don't ever disrespect you. Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Donald.
Good
Good morning to the
Good
Yeah,
morning,
because-
Kami. How you doing?
morning. Not too bad. I was so upset this morning, Mr. Donald, this morning, when I heard this man disrespecting the minister, Delma Thomas. This man is a sick man. Morning, baby. You calling the man, the lady mother, retarded and crazy and the program. You take up somebody else's problem. That man needs to apologize to the minister. The man is driving the hospital van. You can't do this thing. I know that you got this morning, but I have to say that. That man is disrespectful. I think he's living in Victoria, he drive the hospital van. Calling and calling lady mother, retarded. And after the man should have cut him off. You understand? They took this
Where did
Grenada.
Where did he do that?
And Shaggy telling him no. And he continue.
Well, you had to tell him no, just cut him off?
That was saying, you know.
You had to tell him no.
Yeah. He telling you cannot go into the personal. He calling him and telling her, remember she mother is mental and retarded. That man too disrespectful. He does bring things here for me to help him. Said he could never, if Lazarus listening, don't ever come back and bring nothing here for me to help yourself. Tell you wrong on your face by yourself and you all say. And don't call me when you see me. Don't ever pass it. That's disrespectful.
Did somebody call you yesterday evening about breadfruit?
Well, some of them come, eh?
But no, somebody's supposed to call you?
But I don't want to know only about you and me.
What?
And I don't want that.
Well, business good.
And that
Carl.
breadfruit, Mr. Donald, I buy from the plant from a man in grandmother,
Okay.
and I rest it down, you know. I didn't plant, and it's going right through the year. The Prime Minister gave me that house what we love. And if you want a bunch of blubber, you can get it now. You want a bunch of rock fig, you get it. Yeah?
Yeah,
That
you
thank God. That thing there is.
Come
You
here.
understand?
Come here.
Darling,
Tell me one thing you never plant and you never sell.
I pray they go lock me up the ganja. I see last
ganja?
night they said they go pass something in Parliament to legalize the marijuana. You know,
Not
last night.
legalized. They never say legalize. You want
But
them
I
to
don't know,
legalize.
I don't know what
They will
I'm
get
just
that-
saying so.
They will get that like an ease up.
Hey, so I could smoke a little split. I could smoke a little split. If they say, Mr. Donald,
Smoke
that they
it.
grant smokers at one split. I buy a little split and with it,
No, not
Yes,
in tongue.
I-
I do that at home.
well, no, in tongue.
Right, in home.
Yeah, that's it. If I'm washing my clothes and I clean in the house, I light up my little split and take two little bowl.
Come
Yes.
here. Come
Hey.
here. Have a nice day.
Hey,
Take care of yourself, darling.
have a blessed day, everybody, and all the farmers.
All right,
you
good.
Have a good day.
Okay,
So
love.
get sorry just now, Mr. Donald.
All right,
You
thank
can
you.
live
All right.
to see.
You'll
So
be all
get
right.
sorry.
Now. Okay, then.
Bye-bye.
Great. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Kami really want that thing. Eh?
And moving on now to,
Sure.
I want to talk about the radish, Mrs. Noriega, if you're listening. I hope you're listening. And I promise you today I'll talk about the radish. And radish is an edible root grape vegetable. And it's mostly eaten raw as a crunchy salad. It has a little strong flavor. The benefits of radish. Radish improves detoxification. It cleans the blood, removing toxins and waste. It helps settle the symptoms of piles. It can improve the urinary system. It boosts weight loss, lower instances of cancerous cells. It raises bile, liver, Bile is one of the most significant part of a good digestion. It helps treat the skin. It decreases kidney problems. It relieves symptoms associated with dehydration. Can be used to prevent diseases. It improves liver health. It improves breath. Helps in regulating blood pressure, relieving congestion, and stopping respiratory problems such as asthma and bronchitis. That's it for radish.
Do we plant that in Grenada?
Yeah, it does.
Where?
Not on a wide scale, not on a wide scale, but they do plant. You do get it in Grenada, but most of what you get will be imported. But they do plant it we do plant radish, not on a large scale for market purposes, maybe for home use and so. So you see a number of foods that we eat. If we continue eating those foods along our lifespan, we would be healthy. Would stay, and then when and helps us in times of whatever health problems we may have in the world. Yeah. But it has a strong flavor, so you may not everybody may like it in the beginning, but there's quite a number of varieties. You have the white one, you have the wrong ones, you have the long ones. I think in Japan they call it, or do they call it horseradish? I think horseradish.
What? It's good for horses?
No,
it's good for horses.
One of the things, especially the long ones, one of the things radish do in the land, when you plant radish, it helps to loosen the soil. It helps to, like the deep roots, it helps to loosen the soil.
You got a caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
What happening, Brethren?
And good morning to JD.
Very good morning, Mr. Prime.
Before I start my contribution, I think I demand an apology from JD immediately.
From JD?
Our plot of land could cover that one. Come on, man.
I didn't hear that.
How could you tell Mr. Donald that his plot of land could cover with an umbrella? Come on, JD, I know his farm, Mr. Donald, has a very large farm. I saw Mr. Donald with plants. Anyway. Anyway, JD.
You worse than JD now.
Anyway, it's amusing. I'm listening to JD with planting days and so on. So what JD is saying? Don't plant?
I never said don't plant. Actually, according to the McDonald almanacs and the farmers calendars, I never said don't plant. It is your wish and your will. That's what all the things that the Creator gave us, our wish, our will, on our way. To do whatever we choose and whatever we want to do. I never said don't plant.
Okay,
but other people are guided by
the
McDonald Almanac, and then there's another one called the Farmer's Almanac. And those almanacs are older than me and you, so there must be some virtue in them, Time they started to print them, they're older than me and you. So there must be some ways and success about it.
All right. Well, anyway,
yes.
For the record, I'll be planting for the whole day.
What are you planting? What are you planting?
Well, I have different crops I'll be putting now.
Okay.
Vegetable crop.
Then tell me something.
Right now, I'm in the land. I started, right now I'm opening holes because very difficult to open the holes.
Yeah. What? Would you have crops? Yes. Would you have vegetables for Christmas?
Yes.
What are you going to have?
Well, I believe I should have some lettuce and some cauliflower.
Okay.
I'm looking at some carrots. If you don't do it, they will remain.
Because I realize a lot of farmers have very little production for Christmas.
Yeah. I think the rain has happened.
The weather.
Because right now, where I'm planting, I don't have irrigation.
Right.
I'm just hoping that I will get some rain up to February.
Let us hope so too. But from what I'm looking at now, primers, like we have the dry season start. And why I'm saying this?
Yeah.
I saw some yams, and the bottom you could not have seen through the how I plant them. And like this week I was there and I watching them, and you're seeing right through the way I planted them, so which means that they are drying up.
Okay.
Yeah, and they are drying up. So that tells you, because yam take a little while before they dry, eh?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and once you see that happening, that tells you, Mr. Dry Season is...
It's close. Anyway,
yeah.
as the word goes, a gambling.
Yeah,
Take a
well,
chance.
your hit or miss.
Exactly.
Promise,
I'm nothing to lose.
Promise, do you have any beet plants? Beet?
So have?
Beet.
You wouldn't believe Mr. Donald. I bought 2 packet of beet and consumption about 2 weeks ago. And I always have them in vehicles to plant or to sort whatsoever. And I never could remember get a chance to look at the land, prepare to do it. And I feel it. I said I'm going to try it. One of the guys asked me to try it.
Okay, what plants do you have?
Right now.
What plants do you have?
Vegetable plants?
What plants do you have?
Plants are plant.
Plants.
Plants. Mr. Donald, as I told you yesterday, I got kale. I got cabbages. I'm doing some of the red cabbages also. I got lettuce. I got cauliflower. I got the basil. What am I leaving out? I got some pumpkin which I will also do. Mr. Donald, as I told you, I have a good bit of plants right now. I'm also going to do some sweet peppers. I have a good bit of sweet peppers.
So you better bring some plants for me. Bring some plants for me Saturday morning.
Bring some. Okay, we'll discuss the anything.
We ain't discussing nothing behind the scenes. Bring it.
You need to know what plant you want, Mr. Donald.
Thing to grow to it.
Okay, fair enough. A dozen of each. So your party so.
No, like half a dozen, man. A dozen where you feel. You don't hear the umbrella they're using to cover me thing.
So half a dozen of each.
Yeah, that will work.
All right. Do you also want some Jamaican callaloo plants? These the only one I promise.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to also planting some today.
Not a lot, eh?
No, I know you're Pastor now.
Yeah, you know the umbrella using.
All right, I'll try my best to remember that, Sir Donald.
So Saturday I'll see you.
No problem.
Take care of yourself, man. How's your wife?
She's all right, Sir Donald. I'll leave her putting out some plants, the sweet pepper and so on in some trees. She'll join me a little later.
Yeah, I want sweet peppers. I want about a dozen in there.
No problem.
You have bell peppers?
I normally do some bell peppers, sell some bell peppers for a friend. So I find out if we have this week.
Yeah. No, plants. Plants I'm talking about.
I wonder if bell pepper will be ready. Yes, they will work.
Yeah, bell peppers.
All right, then, no problem.
Take care, Prime.
Thanks very much.
All right, one love, my brother, yeah. And when you see me in the cold mountain water planting, not make on banana.
So you're going to collect plants on Saturday?
Huh?
You're going to collect plants on Saturday?
No, I have a driver.
A driver, okay.
I have a whole bus on the western side now.
Okay.
That is Zanda.
Zanda.
You know Zanda?
And there's some herbs, man. There's a guy who's normally...
You need some herbs?
Yeah, plants. There's a guy...
Come here, Ganja plant.
There's a guy who sells herbs. I met him. He normally sells on Saturday, I think Saturday and Friday.
A guy from Rosen?
No. A guy from St. George's. He does have some very good...
plants?
Yeah.
Where?
He used to sell on the old Melville Street. The last time when he went down there, I pick up some from on Melville Street by him. But I think they're in the stadium now. I think that's where they go and do the market there, I think.
Yeah, that's your premises.
Yeah, okay.
On Saturdays,
yeah,
on
I guess.
Fridays, Saturdays, yeah.
And he lives River Road, you just across.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's just a matter of not getting down there. I need some herb plants. Yep.
And when you see me in the cold mountain, what a planting, not make on banana. My sister say, when a man sang that song, he fingered it long. Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Yeah.
You must sign that record and play it again, man.
What record?
You see me in the whole mountain water planting, not make and banana. I know it, you know.
You like it?
Yeah, I know the song, you know. I grew up with that song.
Alright, partner me and sitting on home. I go in and walk my land. I ain't care if it's I alone. You must say inspector go cut out the hand. I'm planting the nutmeg and banana. I'm planting right down to Tanya. And I know when I reap my crop, my pocket will be always fat. So when you see me in the cold mountain, what I'm planting.
Nutmeg and banana. Yes, tell me.
Yes, I think it should be the same time to start with in the morning.
No. I diss you. I'll make this trans deal with you. Crazy.
One talks the gentleman, he just got get, if they apply the kid may have baggers that need to get some.
Say that again.
Baggers secure in the land in bananas and things.
You want some of that?
Yeah.
And go to River Antoine?
No,
They don't give you?
yeah. You want to have it, yes. And then if you want to find one, you go to Kinko.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's Kinko or by Kinko.
You want to find one?
Yeah.
Yeah, then you go to Kinko.
Go to Kinko?
Right.
Get your vehicle and then
And do I talk at the fellow with the drive Kinko and him good, so he does always pass by.
okay, yeah.
Well, there you are.
You have
No problem,
no
stop.
problem, man. They have.
Or remind him again.
Yeah, remind him.
You are getting by the, and it's FOC,
Yeah.
free of cost. Just
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you wanted to spell a bad word. Anyway, take care of yourself.
is the name Kenneth?
Yeah, all right.
All right, good.
I will listen, man.
Yeah, man. One love.
I'll go send a picture of the land where the garden are making.
Yes, do that. Right.
All right. So what?
7:42. That's our time. Good morning to you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, and how are you?
I'm okay.
So, go ahead.
I'm calling to bring us something across the air for me, please.
Go ahead. You're on the air.
Yesterday I traveled on a PTS bus. The name of the person was Mr. Wilson.
A PTS bus?
Yeah,
What
and
is-
number 2 from the St. David route.
Okay.
Oh, public.
And I forgot my son's school tablet. Had stayed on the bus, left on the bus. And I'm trying to get it back because he had used it for school, and I'm trying to get it back. But there's I don't know if it could just process it across the air that I could just at least get it so that he could continue doing his schoolwork on the tablet. And his name and the school is marked at the back of the tablet.
Where
So
you?
if anyone found the tablet,
Where are you
that
located?
they could
Where are
call-
you
they
located?
could call me.
Where do you live?
I live at Paul St. Andrews.
And you travel on a bus from in the St. David's area.
Yes.
All right. The bus was from. Where did you come from? Did you come from St. George's to St. Andrew?
Yes, I came from St. George's to Grenville, but the bus dropped me in Crowshoe.
Grocery.
And by coming off the bus, the tablet fell or some kind of thing like that. And when I came off, I realized the tablet was missing.
Okay, so here's one of the first things you need to do. What you need to do is to leave home right now and go to the bus terminal. You need to go to the bus terminal because you need to find the bus. And the only how you're going to find this bus is by going to the bus terminal and speaking to other bus drivers in the St. David's from the St. David's route. Yeah?
Yeah.
And when you speak to them, then you'll have an idea. Because when you describe to them the bus, they'll tell you, okay, fine, it was Jack, Joan, Mary, or Peter. And then you narrow it down, so you know you're looking for Mr. Jack. And then you ask Mr. Jack when you find him, did you, or maybe, excuse me, one of the bus drivers in the St. David's route may have Mr. Jack's number. So they could call him to find out.
Listen, I have the number. I called him, but he said that he did not find the tablet. So I don't know if he gives somebody a ride and the person maybe found the tablet and they don't give it up or whatever. So I just try to bring it across that whosoever have it, that they could just call or drop it in any police station.
Okay. The other thing I'd like for you to do, you need to report to the school. You need to report to the school that the child goes to. You need to report to the school that you've misplaced the tablet so that they can, because they may have a plan. Maybe if they report it to the ministry, then the ministry can shut it down or do something. So you need to report it to the school that, look, we have misplaced the tablet and this is the situation at present. And I don't know what plans the ministry would have in terms of replacing the tablet because the child is using the tablet for school. So it is important that the child gets access to a tablet pretty soon. And we can't just wait. So you need to go to the school this morning to speak to the principal and let the principal know exactly what happened. Yeah?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. But I
You're
hope that
welcome.
somebody calls in. Okay?
Okay, so if anything if anything I have to call back after or whatever,
You
so
can
that
call.
whatever.
No problem, love. You can call anytime. We'll be happy to help you in any way.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day. Great. So, yeah, so you need to go to the school, report to the school that the tablet was misplaced, and the school then will know what plan to put in place based on what the ministry would have told them to do. So that is important. And I urge persons to be very, very careful with these tablets. They cost a pretty penny. They cost the purchase, and then maybe she might have to replace based on whatever. She might have to replace the tablet, and they all cost a pretty penny. So we don't want to go losing them.
Yeah, nothing in the world is free.
Nothing in the world is free.
There's a cost.
There is a cost.
And we must be more careful, try and be more careful when we,
I'm going to take a commercial break and come right back. This is Real FM Radio. Stay with us.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfecting cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness. Keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody. Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
The Grenada Postal Corporation invites contractors interested in the renovation of the customer area within the Hillsborough-based Revenue Post Office building to contact Ms. Sonia George at 437-7678 extension 507 before the deadline of Wednesday, November 24th, 2021 at 3 p.m.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low? For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LED. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average...
When you think of Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, what comes to mind? A reliable financial institution that has stood the test of time. Maybe you think about the convenience and quality financial service they provide. Do you think about their readiness to help you retire, achieve your academic goals, build your dream home, buy the piece of land, or the elegant car? Or maybe the convenience of their different locations, Jubilee Street in Grenville, or the new outlet on Lucas Street in St. George's in the Derek Sylvester building. Maybe you always consider how they're always a phone call away, 442-8602 or 438-4228. They're also online, www.grenville.com. GrenvilleCreditUnion.com. No matter what comes to mind, remember, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is the best place to save and to borrow, working with you to make your brighter tomorrow.
Notice is hereby given that the annual general meeting of the Riverside Cooperative Credit Union will be held on Thursday, 25th November 2021 from 3:30 p.m. at the Riverside Government School, Riverside St. Patrick, under the theme Building Our Community Through Governance and Financial Practices. Members attending should register at the following branches at Riverside, St. Patrick, and Main Street Cities on telephone numbers 442-2732 or 442-9870, or email us on info@riversidecreditunion.com. Management wishes to advise our members that the offices will be closed from 1 p.m. on the said date to facilitate our meeting. We regret any inconvenience that this early closure may cause. However, business will resume as normal on Friday, 26 November 2021. Please adhere to the COVID protocols.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture?
Abby! 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 Abby with Christine. Yeah. Christine, the short girl. Abby, tell Shoma morning for me. Shoma! You there with Linda? Dio, yeah, if I don't call Dio name, she go vex. She vexing, she mother vexing, everybody vexing. Anyway, Dio, good morning. I was about to tell you something. Oh yeah, I know how to ask you a question. How many different kinds of basil are there?
How many different kind of basil?
Don't go in a book.
There's a wide variety.
Yeah, I know there's a. So
I cannot tell you how
10, 20.
Could be around 20 or more. And
pick a number.
I would say 20. About 20. It could be more, but 20. I'll go 20.
21.
21.
Yeah.
And right before me, I could tell you some of them.
Yeah, tell me.
Because I'm always equipped. I can't.
Why you like to shoot? Oh God!
I was in the army. I'm well trained. I like my partner in but should I say that now? Yeah. I'm well trained, but so you always have to be equipped.
Yeah.
When you come in up.
Yeah, well, come on, let me hear you.
Just 1 second.
1 second. I could find it before you,
I call them people like they send you from me this morning.
Yeah, they send me. And I find you.
Wow, basil.
Yeah, basil.
Herbs. I had it a while ago, there are so many. Oh. But do we have any
I'm hearing you, man.
I'm getting it. I'm getting the basil, like the herbs, man. I'm getting it. I'm going on to get the herbs. It's a new catalog I got yesterday. I think I got a catalog of my.
Where you get that catalog from?
From England. I normally get from the.
Is that Englishman?
From the States, yeah, but they do good seeds too. Looking for herbs. I've not really gone through it as I would like to be.
Somebody sent me a message. Let me check.
Oh,
Carl Caton. Do you know the guy?
Yeah.
You met him before?
How did pump walking?
Actually, Carl is not gonna move on that, not until he has
built
the thing, and himself and a young guy, they're working towards. I think they've gotten blocks, they've gotten the sand and the gravel. They should be doing some construction over the next couple of days.
Yeah,
they should be doing some construction.
Yeah.
So he has not
operated
it as yet. He's gonna wait until he builds the proper housing for it.
Yeah, you need to have
and then I think the guy, as I said, the guy who sold it to him, you know the guy, right?
Yeah.
He promised to come and help.
Yeah, he's very set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what he does.
So
and I like his service, the way he serves it.
Although Carl needs the pump right now, but he's not going to to move it
That-
in
no,
without having
secured area, yeah.
Yeah, he's not gonna move it in. I mean, somebody, donated it to him, and somebody can donate something to you, and you just think,
You don't want no more donators now?
no, I don't know. It was just somebody who was listening.
I know, all right.
And the person just, decided to make a contribution towards him.
I hope somebody listening so that they could help
Well, you
along.
see, and you probably could have gotten one if you had said before, because
Along.
I'm
Yeah.
saying that the person listens to the program, and if you had asked about a pump before he did.
I tired ask.
No, you never really asked. Nobody really think he did so, and he asked for a pump, so he got it.
Somebody might hear.
Somebody might hear that. That's a positive mind. Hey, and look at him saying good morning. What is his problem? He is just like okay. So call me if you want to just say good morning. You can call me. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yes. There's lemon, basil.
There's
holy,
lemon. There's holy. There is.
Yeah, go on. You see, I start here.
No, I got. There's cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
There's bush basil. There is holy basil. There's lemon. There's purple.
I have the purple.
There's.
You know that, right?
Star Queen, yeah. You have Star Queen.
African blue.
You have Italian.
You have Globe, Rubin.
Yeah.
Lettuce, basil, dark opal basil.
Yeah, opal basil.
Yeah, clove basil.
Quite a lot.
African basil.
Yeah.
Camphor basil. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I know.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Come on.
Yeah, I know.
You think
That's
I'm
how
not
many?
a
How many?
farmer.
How many?
What, basil?
Yeah, how many?
It's about 21.
Okay, so I said about 20, so which means...
No, I told you that you're correct.
Yeah.
It's about 21.
Yeah. Oh, they just add one maybe last 2 months. I just remember it was 21. They add another one.
Sure. Yeah, but the first time I saw that was a gentleman who used to operate a place called The Heights. What's his name? He's Mayford Batiste's son, married to a Caucasian woman, used to be living down that side. And he used to cook and stuff and sell food up in his place. And one day I saw, I'm like, what's that? He says basil. I said, well, I thought there was, just one. He said, no, there are many different types.
Many types.
And he only had about 5 or 6, I think. But he said there are many different types.
Yeah.
So I that caused me to go searching, and that's when I found out that there were like 21 different types of basil. All right. So there goes the basil. Mina, what's your problem this one? Wow, look at Mina in a nice suit now, boy.
I just want to tell you what about Mina this morning, If you've forgotten Mina.
I didn't forget Mina. Mina forget herself. If she wants, I can send her the link almost immediately, which I'm going to do right now. I won't forget Mina. Mina will just forget herself. Okay, we'll send her the link. She'll get a link in a minute. She has a nice suit.
Yeah.
What shoes in the way? Is she happening? Mina looking like a film star.
She get promotion.
You look so.
She's the secretary to the
Secretary, she's the minister.
To the minister.
No, she's the minister.
By the way, did she get her lunch? No.
Nah, Peter, they didn't buy the lunch for her. Didn't bother. I didn't get him anyway. Yeah, I didn't get him. Devon Romain, good morning. Oswald Paley, Darbo, what's up, bro? I need to bring Oswald into the program one of these days. Maria Alex, Landon Jane, Earl Bonaparte, Yvonne John Roberts, Vanessa Lal, G, Tamika Moses. Good morning to every one of you. Nice to know you're there.
I wish to say good morning to Uncle in New York.
Now he ain't listening.
Yeah, he listens.
Hey, Uncle, morning!
Uncle,
yeah, I get a message from the guy. And I did try. Right, so let's leave it at that. We go talk. Right, good. I didn't know he listens. He does?
He does. Yeah, he listens, man. Uncle will miss Christmas in Grenada this year, boy.
Let him miss Christmas.
He can't buy.
Stay up there.
He can't buy illegal pork and he shoulder beef. He can't get that to eat.
Go in the butcher shop. Go in the butcher shop and buy it. May God bless. What? Oh, Mabel, good morning. All right.
Mabel from Hermitage? No.
I think she's a Rasta.
Yeah.
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 It's her then.
Okay, she do a lot of herbs though.
Where?
Up in
Ganja?
Hermitage.
Mabel, you planting ganja? Lord have not me that say this. Hear the man say you're planting herbs. Not me, Mabel. I didn't say that. Maybe what kind of herbs do you plant? Maybe it was callous one day.
Yeah, and how she calls there's a name she calls her husband. A very respectful name. I don't, not just.
Emperor.
I don't remember
the king.
I can't remember. But
Mabel, you heard the same thing about you. Mabel, I want to know what herbs you have because I want to make a herb patch. That's what I want to do.
A herb patch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to make a herb patch.
You need to get time. You need to get some time. If only you had time. Yeah, quite a lot would go into your herb.
Don't worry. I spoke to Kenny, right?
Kenny,
the guy who does the landscaping.
Okay, yeah.
So he has a paw saw.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Right.
A chainsaw.
Well, a chainsaw, yes. He has a chainsaw. So the logs that I have there.
Yeah.
I gave him the length I would like to have it cut at.
Okay.
Right? And once I have it cut, then I'm going to break down what is there and build it back.
Better?
I wouldn't say better, but I'll build it back. It was built good, but it's just that I kind of want to build it like make one thing.
One long
thing straight up to the back.
Okay.
So yeah, I can do that. And then I would start the real when you see me in the cold mountain water planting.
But when last you saw your green leaf, what you call it?
The purple leaf basil?
Not the basil.
Which one?
Not the basil.
Which one?
The one that grows what the sugar apple now.
Oh, that will kill me, man.
That dry. You see drying down?
Yeah, it's gonna dry.
You need a proper prune. You need to be pruned because
Mr. Man, who caused that? You.
I gotta cause it.
Yeah, you da plant it?
No, the thing grew on its own.
No, man, you da plant that one
the
down
thing
there.
grew. You see
That one down there, you da plant.
And
I'm like,
it flourished. No, it grew for itself.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
it grew. It flourished a lot.
that thing go kill me, man.
But it's drying down now. So
I had to do something, send it back.
You need some pruning.
If I had given that thing chance, he'd take over the house there. I'm telling you.
That's what they want. Yeah, they like passion fruit. The more they could get to run, they love that. They love that. But there's the shorter type to it. The shorter version that will run.
Oh, there is?
There's the shorter version. It's America.
I kind of prefer that one. This one, no.
But
if and we speaking here about friends. We're speaking. What's the name?
I don't remember the spinach.
Spinach. Friends, let me tell you something. That man planted some spinach.
I did not plant the spinach.
That thing looked like he wanted to take over my house. Every time I had to turn it back. And for me to keep it in check, I asked somebody, well, how can they say I'll eat it? Well, I got to eat spinach for breakfast, lunch, and supper.
It's very good. It's very good, man.
There's one guy.
In soup.
There's one guy, and I believe that's why the thing grew like that. And one day I was there, and a guy was passing, short Rastaman passing. He says, Brethren, can I have some spinach, please? I'm like, sure, go ahead. He says, I always pass and I see it, and I never saw you, so I didn't touch. I said, listen to me, man. Anytime you see it there, you could just take, if you could take all of it with it, because it was so much. Spinach.
Yeah, it's good. It makes a nice, if you do it with eggs and so.
Popeye.
If you do it with eggs.
See my muscles? You're going to show them my muscles.
A nice breakfast, if you do it with, it makes a very nice
Chrissy Batiste. Chrissy, what do you have in the lands these days, girl? I haven't heard from you in a while in terms of the lands. What's going on?
If you do it in a soup too, the spinach in a soup, it makes it adds a nice flavor to the soup. And across by you there, you have
on the other side,
moringa.
No, that's trespassing. I'm going to your property.
And you're an Anglican.
Yeah.
Anglican never.
No, that is trespassing.
So you make a nice moringa and spinach soup.
I will walk onto the property, but to take that.
But it's there.
No, I ain't taking that chance. Dog luck is not cat luck. I'm telling you, I'll walk onto the property. They can probably charge me for that.
But you wouldn't take somebody's
No.
moringa.
I wouldn't take this stuff. Some of these I'll say it this way. Some of these Anglicans that just come, you're making joke, you don't play that.
They didn't know you were the only one.
You understand? They know that is my property.
They didn't know you live there.
I live there. I grew up there. It's my place. But
and then you were so fortunate. He was even recommended to go to St. George's.
Yeah. I moved.
You moved, yeah. He was highly recommended.
Highly recommended,
to go to
I
St.
don't know. I try not to touch anything, boy. What? I'm afraid.
Yeah.
They're
Mina? What's that?
No, Mina's about getting to her office. When she gets there, she will link.
Okay.
But JD, corn.
Yeah.
I was thinking over the weekend that we need to start a drive to promote more the open pollinated.
Open pollinated. Okay, I think there's Maribor should have.
Maribor has, and they sell, I think, it's a pretty
$5
a pound.
Excellent
like
price, yeah. I may go up there today and probably get some,
Yeah, you can't get better than that.
Yeah.
$5 a pound
and
for
it's
open pollinated
corn, yeah. Year after year.
Yeah, and when you're asking, because somebody might, well, what is open pollinated? It simply means that you can grow, when you grow the corn, you can just save some of it to plant next day or to plant it the next, whenever it's dry.
Yeah, once it's dry.
Once it's dried, you can plant it.
Year after year, and it will produce after its own kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get,
Right, so it's something that we should do. Seeds like cabbage and lettuce and so on, I don't know if we have the ability to harvest those seeds. I doubt we do.
No.
But I want to encourage farmers here that any fruits, vegetables, or whatever that you can harvest the seeds, please do. Please.
Because a lot of farmers now are complaining about the seeds that they get and imported seeds. Quite a lot. I was speaking to a lady in a nursery on Sunday, and she has problems. Because see, the seeds that we get now, they are so, if you know, I wouldn't say GMO, but they are dealt with that you have to be using certain stuff to get them growing. Otherwise, forget it.
The interesting thing is that somebody gave me a watermelon.
Yeah.
And I shared the watermelon with Caton. And he harvests the seeds. And I said to him, well, boy, these things are genetically modified, so you ain't getting nothing out of that. And he was able to tell me that the watermelon, it's growing, it has flowered at this time. So he's looking to see whether or not it's going to keep the fruit.
Okay.
But it has grown, as well as others that he bought in the place. So it has grown, and it is flowering at this particular point in time. So he wants to see whether or not. Let me call him and find out how the flowering goes. Right? Let's find out. Okay, there you are. I need all sort of little gadgets in here. That is this gadget to hook that phone, to make sure that phone can handle. All right, let's call him and find out how is the flooring going. Carl Caton. Okay. Where's that number, Carl Caton? Uh-oh. Wait, like I have Carl Caton number again. Yeah, here we go. Let's see. And it's all ringing, loud and clear. When you see me in the cold mountain, what I'm planting, nutmeg and banana. He probably decided he didn't answer, so get right.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm trying to reach Mr. Carl Caton, please.
It's speaking.
Good morning, Mr. Caton. How are you doing?
Peace, my brother. I'm okay.
Okay. I was just inquiring. I'm just inquiring about the melon seeds. I know you told me you planted them and they started to flower. How is the flowering come? Are they keeping the fruits?
They are keeping the fruits. However, this morning I was faced with a dose of reality. The possums, the manicous, is testing your fruits before you.
Well,
I have to get things in place to entrap them and so forth.
That is easy to deal with, man. I'll borrow a gun and come and sit down there and wait for them.
Yeah, they moved around 6 this morning already.
Wow. What they happening? How they could do that?
Well, maybe that the way the ancient of days designed for them to be fed.
No, no.
They have to be
Man
fed.
of God was in the wilderness and he just get food, you know. He will even bring bread. The widow of Nain had she lost muscle. So,
Preaching, brother, preaching.
so the ancient of days,
What
he
are you
does make preparation for his beans.
are you reading from Kings? First King, the second King.
I don't know.
Kitten, you don't.
Yeah, Jay, but you have some nice fruits, man.
Okay, that's good. So don't worry. In the next 2 weeks, I'll be checking on you to see how they going.
The growth
Right?
update.
About 2 weeks, right?
You gotta get an update.
You tell
Yeah.
me. 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Check it and see
You
how
gotta
it
get
going.
updates.
So you good?
Yeah, because remember we had we have 1/10 for the people, you know, with the people.
Yeah, more than 1/10 of the spoils in Rasta.
Yeah, we can't forget 1/10 of the spoils, you know.
Yeah, 1/10 of the spoils must go to the people because as you know, as I know, is the greater.
The greater good for the greater number. Although some mightn't put their shoulder to the wheel, but we don't want them to rob and kill and steal, so we have to donate the 10%.
Yeah, more than 10.
And even more.
Yeah, more than 1/10 of the spoils.
Because the whole issue of tithing and thing is not money, not currency, you know. It's what you have. You tithe with what you have. You don't go in and people say they're collecting Jesus money and having fridge full of food and big car and big house. Because those are among you to be fed and sustained.
Anyway, go with your business, man. I just wanted to find out how you're going in there. Take care of yourself.
JD.
Good morning, sir.
So I hear you and Andre was talking about the basil, man.
Yes.
But I have to say pity bomb because other people might know.
No. Basil is
Basil. Pity bomb is a
Man,
It's a cousin to
pity
basil.
bomb is a species of basil.
A cousin to basil.
Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't know basil. You say, go and take this a pity bomb for me. If you say, take the basil, they don't know.
That is a cousin to basil.
Go and call Abby and ask her what is pity bomb. Your Abby number.
I know how pity bomb and
Ask her a
fish.
question.
Pity bomb.
Do you have Abby's number?
Yes.
Call her and ask her what is pity bomb and then call me back. And when you call me back, you'll be laughing. Bye. Trust me. I trust me in that one, Bridget. Call her, ask her what is pity bomb, and then when you call me back, you'll be laughing. Right?
Okay.
Okay, good, right. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5,
Talking about the herbs.
Talking about the herbs. You're talking about the girl. Look at the girl. You know, the girl has just joined us.
Okay.
Hi, Mina. What's up, my Mina?
Hi, everybody. Good morning.
Morning. Mina, I see you wearing a bad suit there on your profile, girl. What? You see hot suit and thing. That was your birthday clothes, or somebody give you that for your birthday?
No.
Oh, okay. What's up? How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm alright.
JD, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, fantastic. One day I might be famous.
You tell me.
Did you get your lunch for birthday? You get your birthday lunch?
Yes, I did.
I think you got.
You had? He
so,
said.
But I didn't see Peter. Did Peter call you or something? Did he call you? As in Peter, as in your boss. You did okay. Right. So what's going on, Mina? How you doing?
Okay, I'm okay.
All right. So what have you got for us this morning?
Okay, so I'm going to tell everyone about two of our recent capacity building initiatives. This week, members of the Extension Department, they were engaged in a one-day training on pruning and pollination of the fruit. Now, the training is one of the initiatives by the ministry to reacquaint officers with technical and theoretical information that they will disseminate to farmers. Over 20 officers from the department gathered at Grandwire Estate on Tuesday of this week for the hands-on workshop. As we know, Grenada has the unique opportunity, as it is the only country that can export fresh soursop to the U.S. market, a market position that we can continue to capitalize on. And the training was facilitated by Ms. Lauren St. Louis, who is the agronomist here, one of the agronomists here at the Ministry of Agriculture. That training was the final in a series of trainings geared at, soursop production by the ministry. So sessions during the year focused on a number of areas. We had training sessions which focused on the botany of the family, varieties, propagation of soursop from the seed, land preparation, planting, water management, pruning practices, and others. The officers were also provided with a technical guide of information um, on soursop production that can be shared with farmers. So we at the PR unit here at the Ministry of Agriculture, we do have a soft copy, and for persons who want a soft copy, we can always share that with you. So you can send us a message on our Facebook page, that's Ministry of Agriculture and Lands and Forestry Grenada, or via the WhatsApp number 417-2634. So that technical guide has a number of tips. It would guide you along from the propagation of the plant to harvest and post-harvest practices. Another of our capacity building initiatives is the pilot agricultural land bank project. Now, 40 people are currently being trained under this project to increase sustainable farming and successful agribusiness enterprises. This pilot agricultural land bank project agribusiness training program is funded by the government of Grenada and is implemented by the Grenada Investment Development Corporation, or GIDC. The agribusiness training program specifically targets 38 pre-selected land bank applicants for lands that are located at Diamond Estate and Grand Bacolet pilot sites. Now, 2 extension officers from the ministry are also participating in the training, and they will be able to use the information from that training to offer support to the participants as they implement what they learn along the way. The training is being done virtually and will run for 4 weeks. It will cover areas such as effective record keeping, budgeting, cost and pricing, effective market systems, value chain development, risk management and planning, food safety and handling, time.
You just froze up, my dear.
Food and we really want to thank them for their continued support towards attaining food and nutrition security in Grenada. So that's it from us this morning.
That's it? That's all?
Yes, that's all.
I'm sure that the ministry has more.
We have more stuff, but we will be publishing stuff on our social media as the day goes along, as the weekend. We have a very active social media platform. So persons can also check out our social media platforms. Facebook, Ministry of Agriculture and Lands and Forestry Grenada. Instagram, Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry Grenada. Twitter, Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry Grenada. We also have a YouTube channel where we will make available a lot of the demonstration videos from these trainings and, interviews and stuff that we do.
I just had a message here from one of my Facebook people, Mina. And it reads, Andre, you always giving my Paliwa Pedro hell, but Mina is the only one from government ministries to give updates. So says Mr. Depredine. Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Depredine. Good morning.
Yeah, Depredine is somewhere in New York, so he getting upset. Pedro tell him come back to work already. Come back to Grenada to work, but he ain't coming. But you only stay up there running him out. But no, I have to congratulate you, Mina, because
it's a team effort.
Yeah, well, the team at the communications department of the Ministry of Agriculture, you guys are doing a pretty decent job. There's more because when I spoke to the minister, he said that there's a lot more information that he wants out. So I guess with time, y'all will get it. Just remember one thing, you've spoken there about a lot of stuff that you guys are doing social media, but we have not gotten to the point as yet where all our farmers are hooked onto social media. There are the farmers who still go to their plantation with their little radio and they have it by them there, and that, or they reach home in the afternoon and they sit down and they listen to the radio. So in different ways, you can still use radio, television to impart. social media, yes, for the younger farmers, you can't run away from that. If you don't give it to them via that means, then you're killing them. But you can't forget farmers like BJ and JD who are not really eating with social media. You can't forget them. Was that a social media song in the background? Anyway, my dear, have a nice day. Take care of yourself and God bless and continue to do a fantastic job.
All right, bye. Thanks.
Okay, bye. Who we having? Are we having an interview next week? Oh no, I think next week JD might be getting somebody.
Okay, yeah.
I think JD is getting somebody next week. So, but we'll keep in touch and we'll know what's happening. All right, Booker, take care. All right, have a nice one now. Bye bye.
Right, wonderful day.
So you're here, and JD is here, and the magic man just stepped in. 20 minutes after the 8 o'clock. That's when he stepped in. It's now 22 after. Good morning, BJ.
Morning, Andrew. Morning to the listening public.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Happy to see you as always.
What's new and exciting?
What's new and exciting?
You tell me. I'm asking. I'm the one asking the questions here.
I don't know if anything is new and exciting.
What about agriculture? Do you think you would get a big boost in agriculture in a budget? What do you think?
Hope that.
No hope. What do you think?
What am I thinking?
Yeah, what do you think in relation to agriculture and the budget? What do you think could happen?
What my thinking is that money is a scarce commodity and the world has changed and I expect anything.
You just can't stop being negative. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, dear gentlemen.
Yeah, good morning. Sir.
Yes, good morning to all the gentlemen there. I want to take the opportunity, first of all, to thank Miss Booker for that well-placed information that she just gave there. I felt great to hear it. We'd like to hear more of that and more. Well, she gave some numbers there, some contact there, but I couldn't catch on that. So I will hope, because the last time when you gave me the opportunity to get on to her when they had this Zoom thing, I never got on. I spoke to her and she gave me information and we never got on at all. So I really want to get hooked up with them because some relatively nice information there. In terms of the pruning of source up, I have some experience, but I would have liked to be part of that training too. But I have some experience in the source up. And I'm glad that a motion or effort was made with the farms, with the selecting personnel for the diamond and the other Grand Bacolet farms. I think that's a step in the right direction. I want to congratulate the government for that, starting up. Let us hope that the persons that were selected see the benefit in it and don't just take it as a means of finding money or getting money and do something in it for agriculture. Too often people start off and they reach quarter way and they stop because things are not going into their direction. I hope that all the efforts will be put into it and that the government will look in to what is necessary for them so that you won't have a stoppage or people just forgetting the farms, and then you go down. We saw the government farms, what happened to it. And this no way where the persons will have a little more control, smaller acreage of land. I will hope for the best. But I'm hoping that they will be guided along, right? And that whatever they produce, markets can be found for them. Because if we don't have market for what is going to be produced, and you will lend money, you know what will happen. Sooner or later, the people will just forget the farms and it will be a dead end again. So we're really hoping. But I think it's a step in the right direction. And I must admit again that Miss Mena have been doing very well, but I need to get hooked up with them.
All right. I'll try to make sure that happens.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you. Take care of yourself, Clifford. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. Did we have Carl on the line or did we say goodbye to him? We did say goodbye to him, right? There was something else I was gonna ask.
It was on the budget and
Yeah, I was asking you, what do you think? You think that the government will pump in some money? You all don't give me no negative. If you don't know, you don't know.
I don't know if the government gonna put in.
Would you like that to happen?
Of course, Andre.
What would you like to see?
I would like to see 20% of the budget go towards agriculture.
I'm gonna leave. But I agree with you. That's what you would like to see.
I would like to see that. You ask me what I like to see, tell you get angry.
I ain't get angry. You ain't see angry yet. I ain't get angry.
So things good. But Andre, honestly, things have changed. The whole core relationship of forces and market base and the whole dynamism of the world. We get a check with the whole COVID. All right, situation. I think some country need to ban the belly now, because coming out of this, as history would have taught us, that things sort of take a leap when you come out of those situations. Whether it be recession, whether it be pandemic, whatever. That's the way the world is. That's the way human beings function. I think the way food prices are going up, we should capitalize on that and really find our market base now and work towards it, establishing proper relationship so farmers can have guaranteed market. This is what I think coming out of the situation I would like to see, and maybe in relation to the budget, I would like to see as much money as possible being put into the agriculture sector. However, I do understand that there are other things that, like health and stuff, the order of the day, we have to keep, things intact because of, what is happening. However, the private sector, maybe it's time for them to start investing in a more serious way into the sector.
I think it all has to do with the banks, G. It starts and stops with the banks.
In relation to getting finances for those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It starts and stops at the banks.
Well, we have to do this collectively. Yeah? Everybody has a role to play.
The banks need to play their role.
Of course.
There are too many this charge, that charge, the other charge, this charge, that charge, the other charge, and there's no change in their policy in relation to agriculture.
Andre doesn't hear this man and them come around and say every year, when they're making them big speech, how they thank the client and they this and they make $10 million profit and whatever. Yet still they're charging you to keep your money in the bank. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Even to just keep your money there and they taking it and invest it, giving you nothing as interest. And then they're taking your money, lend it to somebody else, make 10 million, and they're still charging you to keep your money inside of it. Yeah. And you know how we call that? Rob and choke.
Yeah.
You choke a man and you take his money.
It's like what's her name? The lady in Barbados, Martley. She says, "I paying you to watch my money. I can watch my money for myself." Of course,
you could as well as build a building and chuck it inside of there.
But yes,
because I don't understand.
If you build a vault in your house, and you invest in a couple of dogs, it costs you cheaper.
Of course, Andrew. One camera probably can do the job.
You understand? No, the banks, they're
no man, they're playing the fool, Andrew.
They are
I think they can do better. Maybe they can probably say, instead of making 10 million, we probably would make 7 million. At the same time, we probably can risk 3-4 million into the agriculture sector. And if we sort of, if
banks in this part of the world, or maybe let me put it this way, I can't speak for Barbados, I don't know their policy, whatever, but banks in Grenada, they do not take risk.
And you really do banks, we are saving unions. People just...
Saving unions take risk.
Well, that's
they
true.
Don't take risk. Listen, when a bank gives you a loan, BJ, the first thing they do is that they charge you loan fees.
Yeah, for processing.
For you to go and talk to them about a loan and whatever, they charge you loan fees.
Processing fees.
Then they take out a policy on your loan, a life insurance policy
that you have to pay for.
That you have to pay for the length of the loan.
Yes. Just in case.
Just in case you should die.
So they protect themselves.
So they protect their monies.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So they're taking no risk whatsoever.
No, Andre, they just lending institution.
You?
Exactly so.
They just lend you some money, collect interest and the whole
And the thing
rest.
about it, they would have taken JD's money that he put in the bank
Yeah.
and lend me.
And sometimes they lend
And
you.
they're lending me at an astronomical interest rate, and they're paying JD peanuts
Andre,
in terms of interest.
I don't have a problem they lending you JD money. You know. Sometimes they don't lend JD his own money, you know. And still charge him a whole fine interest on it.
You understand? No, it's crazy. They're not taking, the banks are just not taking any risk. And anytime you talk agriculture at the bank, they're starting to do so and cause you to leave the bank pretty early because they listen some figures for you that you can't understand. So you say, I don't know, don't worry that. I'm not forget that.
Andre, coming out of this, I really would like to see us more organized, have better planning, have better structuring, establishing better market base, having guaranteed market, getting marketing board working, getting them other institutions, up and about, like the lending institutions and stuff like that. Because here the government are now, I just heard Miller say, is it Mina? Mm-hmm. She was just saying that here we have some pilot projects, we have some lands which we're hoping to give young people and give them a start and, so they can establish their farm and, in a sustainable way. They would need capital to go and develop in that parcel of land. Where those monies are coming from? You hear this one talking about training, this one talking about some other, thing that, service, business. But nobody is talking about where the money is coming from to go and develop in those things. This is the problem, Andre. Proper planning is required in order to move the sector forward. And you don't give a man a boat and tell him go and fish. You have to teach him how to fish first. Otherwise he don't coming back and the boat don't coming back. And the fish don't coming back neither. And you have to make sure that you're giving good equipment. You make sure you're giving GPS and teach him to read it.
Teach him how to swim.
So just in case things going bad, he able to put up his hand and put up a flag and say, hang on, things aren't going right here. Andre, there is something they call systems, and control, monitoring, evaluation. There are things they call those, And if you can't do those, you just can't do those. Then you need to come out and give people a chance who can do it.
No, and them banks continue. Every time I watch the banks, I get upset. You can't do without them.
Development is not a sectoral thing. Yeah. It's a national thing. It's a collective thing. You think the bank can get rich if the people within the country don't get rich? And the fool should be thinking so. Them that causing the society, and all right, to be stagnant because how they choose to function.
Yep.
Andre, when people have money, they move and do things. When people don't have money, they play stagnant.
They can't move.
Bank full up of money, too liquid. And be a man going for like a loan outside there, and they have to ask where your mother make you. How, if the father is the right one, that kind of way. That is asking, bring 3 bill come. They know you, and they see you every day, and they come in your house, and the same tell people, just to make sure I know where you're living, bring 3 bills come. That's the requirement. So people don't pay bills again, so you have to go search for an old one somewhere. People don't pay.
I have something here to tell you, BJ, for your bills now. Depro sent it to me, and it's like, you see, I get hard to these people, they don't listen to Real FM. Peter David said that before the end of the year, legislation will go to Parliament based on Ganja, correct?
Yes.
Right. They're posting them, well, now Grenada has a story. Okay. Marijuana legislation to be tabled in Parliament. Yeah, okay, fine, Depo, but we knew that before.
A long time.
Knew that since last week, Bridget. Yeah, Peter said that. No smoking of ganja in the public, though. Put your weed in your house. Put your weed in your house.
That's okay. People shouldn't be smoking in the public.
And no
smoking at all. Yeah. Whether it be ganja or cigarette or whatever, people should go one side. And
that is a bit of education that had to take place, It's like a man might say, I could jam his spliff anyway. Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, that is something that people have to understand now. because I know how they can start to think.
And just smoking in public places should be prohibited.
Prohibited, totally. Cigarette, ganja, whatever.
Ever.
Fiber and all.
Tobacco.
You understand? Stop that. You know, smoke in your house.
Yes. Cool.
Smoke in your yard.
If you want to do that, your business.
Yeah.
If you want to go down
in your private
in your
space,
zone, you want to go do your stuff, it's your
smoke your
business.
weed.
But you shouldn't come giving people secondary smoke and they don't, you couldn't be doing that in public places. You should be banned from that.
You feel, oh, well, are they on the block? No.
Nope.
Not on the block. Because not everybody on the block will be smoking.
Yeah.
So, not on the block, not on the bus. Well, you should not be doing anything while you're driving. So I might say, don't even smoke while you're driving. You shouldn't be drinking. What I mean in a malt is drinking. You ain't eating a malt. You shouldn't be drinking and driving. And you shouldn't be smoking and driving.
That's cool.
Right? And remember that just as how they can do so and run a breathalyzer test on you, they'll be able to do so and run a test on you to see if you're carrying too much of that
in your system.
Eh? So don't figure, well, okay, fine. Romantic could test and they can't test you. They will test you.
Andre, I don't know. I'm not thinking so small about weed. I'm not thinking internally about ganja. I've seen ganja in a different light.
As a way out?
I see ganja as a way out of our economic woes.
I'm seeing it too, BJ, but you have to understand, we cannot lose focus on the fact that there are those who are not seeing it the way we're seeing it.
We have to control that.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So we need to do something. This is what we have to do to control first. And we need to do something and say, hey, no, that is not what we do in
well,
this
I'm
alone.
saying that we have the state at our disposal. So we should be able to do that. We have the church, we have the media, we have the police, we have the education system.
The church knows nothing about this thing.
Well, Andre, I was reading a documentary on ganja production in Jamaica, and during the 70s, there was a church, an institution that used to grow the most weed and sell and help the government in a way that is
That is a church. Based on what we have in Grenada as churches and religious organizations, BJ, they ain't know nothing and they ain't want to know nothing.
Well, Andre, they should get involved because it's the public that goes to church.
BJ, we have to do something and understand. You see, just like how you want them to get involved, then we need to spend that same sort of effort educating the youngsters and say, hey, it is not for you to walk along the road and pass in front of the police station pulling your weed.
Well, I understand all of that.
But
and
we
I don't
have
think,
to educate the people.
And I think we should constantly be doing that.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. Andrew, what
man, let me put and then figure the thing for the day.
Andrew.
Let me tell you something. I'm switching off your mic and go to it. But lead them people
Andrew, this is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah, we go pay 1/10 of the spoils.
We have the best soil in the world. We have the best water in the world. We have climate that everybody jealous. All right? I don't see we pussyfooting when it comes to things like those, and not promoting weed, for internal, consumption, And we should be growing ton load of weed, all right, a weed for exporting to pharmaceutical companies and what abroad, so they can do their doing.
All of that. But I'm saying to you,
and get millions and billions of dollars off of this.
Two things has to happen first. And I believe that government need to spend some monies. Yvonne John Roberts, you know her?
That's my auntie.
Right. She's saying good morning to you.
Morning, auntie.
Right. Now let me say this to you. Monies need to be spent re-educating the populace in relation to what we're going into with that. Meaning, the minister may prescribe places and say, okay, fine, you can smoke here, you can smoke there, you can smoke. The minister may do that. But I would want to say to the minister or to the ministry, he ain't prescribing no place to smoke. Smoke in your house.
I'm in total agreement with
Smoke
that.
in your house. Smoke your weed in your house. If you come, by many times you do so and you come out and you're smoking weed in the road, you're smoking weed on the block, let the police take you. Smoke in your house. Ain't nothing about smoking weed in the street. That's one. Hold on, let me finish. 2, so education. And the second thing, BJ, the church is not on board. Let us not kid ourselves into thinking the only church, if you want to call it a church, is the Rastafarian organizations. They're the only ones who are going to be on board with this. The Catholics are not going to be on board. The Anglicans are not going to be on board. Dave King, them not going to be on board because they see this thing still as a drug.
Andre, the church is the people, you know. You're talking about the building and I don't understand what you're talking about. Andre,
that is what we want. We want, you and I want the world to believe that the church is the people, and we know it. Let me tell you something.
Church is the building.
Let me tell you something. No. Let me tell you, the church is a couple of the people. Do you understand? Them people, you know, inside the congregation there's a core that run the whole parish.
That's the church.
That is the church. And them, they are not willing, BJ, to budge on this thing.
Andre, the point I'm making.
What?
Is that, all right? If we wait and Andre, it have no two ways about that. If we wait for too long, all right, to jump on board and capitalize and make some serious money out of this thing, the ship going and leave us, you know.
I understand. That is why Peter Davis has started. And he spoke to that was it last week we had him, BJ, or week before last? Week before last. He spoke to that. So he has started.
2 years ago.
No, he started. Good morning. How you doing?
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Andre. The church is the building, and the church is also the people. So it's 2 in 1. Church is the people, and the church is the building.
The church is about 10 people.
No.
10 people.
No.
You don't.
Perhaps your church.
You don't have to believe me.
Not the real church of God. Right. No, I heard you ask. I heard you. And remember, you are Anglican. Eh? Remember, you are Anglican.
I'm a Grenadian.
Don't blaspheme.
I am a Grenadian.
Don't blaspheme.
Blaspheme?
Right. I heard you ask Mr. BJ what he thinks in the budget for agriculture. And I think it's a good question to predict what is in the budget or how much agriculture you get. The big problem is not how much agriculture you get, you know. What is being done with what agriculture gets, how it is being utilized. And let me give you some of the reasons. One, a lot of feeder roads work. Are we seeing better agricultural practice there? Are we seeing the farmers there doing better? Are we seeing more produce coming from there? 2, government spend a lot of money on farms, as you all was talking Sunday, and which a lot of what you all say is total truth. I know of part of it. Now, all these money that government spend, take gang, sending people land, work, whatnot, pay them, confusion for money, all kind of thing. Are we seeing development in those lands? Are we seeing better? So what we want is not so much of what amount of money is put, is how these monies are being implemented, what comes out of it. And a lot of times, nothing comes out of it. And I'm saying it openly. After hurricane, over $16 million was put into agriculture. Farmers they send people and clear people land, nutmeg put in some too, they clear people land, cut down trees, do all kind of things. Have we seen much benefit from that? I know of people that get paid for working in their land, and the extension officer didn't see where their land is yet. We have to do this thing right. If we can't do it right, if we continue doing it that kind of helter-skelter way, it would not be, no matter what amount of money is put into agriculture, it will mean nothing. The agricultural program that we have now, the minister is aware of it. And he just come in and he get to realize it. If we doesn't put a proper structure in that, it doesn't make sense giving the farmer the help. Because a lot of times the help go to the farmer, as you said, the farmer is not there. I know of people and they're going to work for and the farmer is not on spot at all.
And then the government gets the blame.
And the government gets the blame. And I have an idea of how this thing's supposed to work. The extension officer and the farmer sit and come up with what is to be done in the farm. So you will have a foreman, or what you call a team leader, goes there. That team leader will instruct the workers what is to be done. Not necessarily the extension officer. The extension officer will explain to the foreman and do periodical check. You give in a man 8 man days, 8 person at 5 man days. That is 40 days work. And when you go there, you ain't seen nothing done for that. Government cannot continue in that spirit.
Well, Clifford, we have said this over and over and over and over again.
But you have not reached it anywhere.
Let me finish. If by now, and we did point that out to the minister when he spoke to us last time,
yes,
which
we
is
did.
true. We pointed that out to him. So if at the next dispensation, the next time that this happens, they do not change how it happens, then we have to do something. Okay, fine, forget it. Do what you want.
Yeah, because it's just money bleeding down the drain.
But then how on earth? Yeah, you see, this is so funny. There is a minister for agriculture. His job is cabinet and get government's policy from cabinet and take that policy and bring it to the manager of the ministry, who is the permanent secretary.
Yes.
The permanent secretary then implements government's policy within the parameters of how government is supposed to operate.
Yes.
So when you look at it, the minister has to follow up with only one person, who is the PS. Because the minister is not supposed to bypass the PS and go to anybody else, unless the PS goes to that person with the minister. So at the end of the day, when we pointing the fingers at the ministers, the fingers should be really pointed at the PSs. Because it means that if the minister would have brought the policy to be implemented by them, they're not doing their job.
Yes, but some little loose inside it, because these are string. You have, after the permanent secretary, you might have technical officers.
Then fire them. Fire them, Clifford.
Let me tell you something.
The minister has, listen, we have to stop beating around the bush.
Let me tell you something that's happening right now in government work.
What?
People, they say 10 days. They give you a contract, they say 10 days. You're supposed to finish your work. Some people finishing in 7 days. Some people again not going to work, and they expect to get paid for the days. And when the foreman or the checker says, no, well, I can't pay you because 2 days you didn't come, you know what they're telling them? With government money, you can't bring back government money. That is practicing. So you see, where this is shortchanging. We have to get people who is going to do the work, who is going to be responsible. And these are the factors that are going on. I'm sure that BG and them hear the same statement as what I'm talking about now. I'm sure that they hear those kind of talk.
Okay, so let me say this to you. The person who got the contract, if you can say whatever you want to say, but what the person who got the contract has to do, if you, Clifford, did not come to work for 2 days, that 2 days' salary should be split among all the others, because they were the ones who covered you.
Andre, I think in relation to projects and programs, such as the land clearing government assistance to helping people cultivate the lands, and the debushing program, and those kind of things of those nature, there is a social aspect to those programs, and whether we want to accept it or not, we're going to be delusion to think that we will get these things and them right. Those things are never right in no country, no part in the world. That's how it is. That's how
if you leave it and you ain't do nothing to it, it get worse.
No, I'm saying that you should try to manage it as best as possible. But don't think for 1 minute that you're going to, that's a recipe for problem. 1, the money coming from government. 2, is a government project. 3, there is no serious, monitor, supervision and control on those things. That's asking for trouble. So as far as I'm concerned, those programs, if I was to evaluate them, they're very good. They're doing very, very well to me. I think people complaining I'm not. The roads are looking really good, even though some people aren't walking. But when the people come out from there, the roads look a lot better when they are cleaning it, whether we want to face it or not. The lands that people are clearing and, helping farmers, with this government project, I think that all in all, they complain about the quality of work and X, Y, and Z. But I think all in all, some farmers are getting something done.
Yeah, but some farmers are getting something done is not benefiting from.
Let me tell you something. The only farmers that ain't getting things done the way that it should be done are the lazy ones.
Those who are not there.
Yeah.
Anyhow, there's a lot to be done.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. I'll tell myself moved on to 7 minutes after onto the 9 o'clock AM. That is a fact.
Andrew, that's reality.
You have 10 persons coming on your plot of land. You have 10 persons coming on your plot of land to do work for you for what, 10 days?
10 days.
10 days?
Mm-hmm. It depends on not 10 days. That depends on the.
Well, yeah. Whatever. For how many days? 5 days. They come on your land and they're working for 5 days. You own the land, BJ.
Yes, you should be there.
But you
to ensuring that you get what you want done.
Let them go on that area, and you're there on the next end.
No, you don't there at all. You come back next day and you're hoping that they would have done something.
When you come back, you say, not so are you and them to no.
And you know what is sad about this, Andre? Those same people turn around and blame the government.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Government would have put in $1 million of hard-earned cash money. They could have done with something else to help you clear your lands and to ensure that things are going according to the policy and stuff like that. You leave it abandoned. You're not there. You're not monitoring. You forget those people, and then you turn around. Oh, they don't know what they're doing. Oh, they're having problems. Oh, they this, and all they're doing is criticize. You understand? Who are the government, Andre?
You.
The people who are at the top, they cannot be everywhere and cannot be in the field and trying to see, everything done properly,
Oh, they're wasting money.
They're paying you money. They're giving you good money as civil servant and, public servant to help monitor and control and ensure that government money are spent properly. You're not doing it, and then you're turning wrong and blame the government in Andre.
The only reason why extension officers turn up on your farm for you to see you
is to sign up.
Sign that thing and see. You understand?
but then once it's government involved, the general thing is government, and then even the workers themselves. They come down with some bad attitude.
Andre, they have to be
Listen, the attitude is only bad because there is no proper supervision.
Right, yes. So
when you have proper I have looked at some crews working on the road. Look, for instance, the paving crew. How come we get quality work from them?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's proper supervision.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
There's some of the crews that do the roadside, the bushing, and you get excellent quality work because there's proper supervision. There's some where the person who has the contract, he or she come in the 9 o'clock.
When things done, they make a sneak peek.
Make a sneak peek. You understand? The checker. The checker pass today, Monday. And never pass again until you walk down.
And what all they do, especially the first day they come, name and your number, your card number. And that's it.
Nobody's saying that, hey, that piece of work there.
No, they don't do that. No.
You need to go back and do that. No, man.
Andre.
It's lack of proper supervision, and the supervision is done by the same people who complaining about the quality of the work.
Yeah.
You understand? They supervise it, but they are the ones complaining. Oh, these people are walking, yada 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 yada.
Yep.
I was so
Come on.
I was so distressed with the gang that walked from the Mariel Bridge going to Rose Hill. It took about 3 days. And it was, you didn't do the work good. And the poor ladies who had to do the cleaning up behind them, it's like the cutters, they had 3 guys with weed eaters. And you know what that is? 3 guys with weed eaters is miles and miles of work. So I assumed that it took 3 days to cut, and that was it. 3 days work. I mean, I ain't saying that, but it was not done properly. I don't know who it's.
Andre, development has to be done with pride,
Yeah.
and consciousness too,
But here's what. What should happen is simply this. The person who gets a contract, are you going to get people who have weed eaters? Or the people who working, do they have weed eaters? Yes, they do. Okay, fine. So instead of 10 yards, it is now 20 yards. They're not going to be using weed eaters? No. Okay, so fine. It's not 20 yards. It is 10 yards. Something has to be done.
Andre, so far, evaluating this thing in its totality, we are getting fairly good reward for the money being spent. When the roads are clean, even though it's half clean, it still look better than how it was. I'm not saying that they cannot do it better. We will never get those things running properly. It's impossible. It's just in nature of the program. And the people, the consciousness, the level as to how we think. We can, Andre, there are some people who look forward to that, because they know probably in 3 days they can get a $300 or $400, and they look forward towards that. That's cool. And if the government could continue to do those things, we should. Those things are safety net, man, to make sure that everybody, get a little thing when the time come and whatever. So we mustn't be too hard on some of those people, and some of those gangs and them that we see outside there. We're getting fairly good reward for we money spent.
I am not going to agree with you. Yeah? You go off on your tangent, and it's good. But anyway, last words from you.
Last words from me, Angie. Have a good day.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you too.
And hope that you'll live to see another Christmas again. You look as you're going to make this one. I didn't sure when I saw you earlier on in the year. You look a lot better.
Your negatives will forever reign. Go ahead. Go on with your negatives.
Oh, God.
It makes you smile. It makes you look good. Somebody told me to see your brother campaigning for GLP.
Who is that now?
They see your brother campaigning for GLP in Versailles. He giving away bumper stickers and things.
Wait. Not my brother Shadow.
Your brother? I don't know if it's your brother. If it's your brother Shadow.
GLP, you say, the man invoking there or what?
I don't know.
Seriously? Why you opening my gong or what?
I don't know. Somebody tell me that they see him. Okay, by the way, does anybody know who have sweet cassava?
Sweet cassava?
I don't know.
That should be available.
I don't think
There's someone who wants some sweet.
I don't think nobody have bitter cassava.
Not cassava, sorry, guavas.
Guavas? Where is in guava? That is Google season.
Yeah, guavas.
I don't think it's in guava now.
Out of season now.
Out of season.
Guavas, yeah. Somebody wants some guavas to buy. So if you got guavas and
guavas is out of. That is not dry season.
You can call me. I'll give you the number of the person to call.
All right.
But yeah, your brother campaigning for
GLB.
GLB, yeah. And you know which brother is that?
Well, I want to know the man invoking dead.
Ask him. Ask him. Somebody call me and say, "Yo, I see a man. That man. You know this man?" I say, "Yeah, that BJ brother."
Andre, somebody tell me something once, and I believe that. Yeah. If you want to be famous, you either do something very, very good, or you do something very, very bad. Yeah. Sometimes you want to be famous. Yeah.
So the man tell me, "Well, look, the man passing campaigning for GLP." I say, "Yeah, he accustomed doing that. That is his hobby. Anytime election come, he campaign and he running for GLP." So the man said, "How did man could do that?" I said, "What he do?" He said, "The man tell me he campaign for GLP, but NNP win 14 seats already." So I said,
which one they lose?
Which one they lose? Where you run, they lose that. What? Shadow is a trip. Shadow is a trip. You know, he tell the post, NMP with 49. So he said, well, which one? He said, well, we are running is where they go lose.
Politics.
And where you running? You don't know yet?
Politics are with perception, you never know.
Shadow is a hero. The last one's JD.
Work for a cause, not for applause.
I like that one.
Live life to express, not to impress.
Mm-hmm.
Do not strive to make your presence noticed. Just make your absence felt. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I want JD. I want to do a herb garden. Can you assist?
Sure, you can come to me.
Where on the plant?
Herbs only.
Only herbs only?
Only herbs, no marijuana.
Herbs only, including ganja.
And I was just thinking about you getting your 5 trees very soon, you know.
yeah.
I don't waiting on that. I'm planting.
You're waiting for the 5 trees?
No, I'm planting.
Andre, if you have 20 people living in a house and everybody grow 5 trees, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's a failure.
But no, seriously, I want to do a herb garden. I want to only have these herbs. There's basil and all these other things. So if you have herb plants?
Herb?
Plants?
Plants? Yeah.
I'll come calling.
When you're in for some big time and stuff, you can check me. That's the hobby now, man. Have a good day, Andre. God bless you and take care. Morning to the listening public again.
Everybody want to sit down in computer.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
This is the latest news update from the Northern News Network. Details coming up shortly.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Locally, on the 25th of November, the head delegation of the European Union to Barbados, the Eastern Caribbean states, the OECS and CARICOM will visit the Grenada Bureau of Standards and the Marketing and National Importing Board. This effort is to boost relations with beneficiaries of the project agri-food sector development and strengthening of the national food safety system in Grenada. In the region, Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley is predicting heightened economic activity and increased employment in the very near future. These, she believes, will rescue Barbadians from the ravages of financial depression blamed on the COVID-19 pandemic. Around the globe, the Americas marked a 23% jump in new cases of COVID-19 last week, though most cases were recorded in the United States and Canada. Rob Reynolds has latest.
Holiday travel is expected to be near pre-pandemic levels this Thanksgiving, with air travel expected to be up 80% over last year. For some, it's the first time at crowded airports since the virus brought travel nearly to a halt.
It's a little nerve-wracking. We have lots of hand sanitizer, lots of Lysol, lots of face masks.
I'm honestly nervous to be in the airport. It's a lot of people, but
there's good reason for that trepidation.
Stay nice and relaxed.
Although 195 million people in the U.S. are fully vaccinated, that's still under 60% of the total population. And COVID case rates are rising across the country, with 92,000 new cases and 1,000 deaths per day.
Heading into the first big holiday of the season, into Thanksgiving, we are seeing COVID numbers rising in most states nationwide. 30 of 50 states are showing increases in the number of COVID cases being reported. And in the upper Midwest in particular, we're seeing a really severe outbreak.
States like Michigan have been hard hit, potentially a sign of things to come.
We're far over capacity and really working hard to care for all these people. I'm afraid that what we're seeing here in Michigan is probably just a foreshadowing of what we'll see across the country.
Despite the warnings and more than 770,000 deaths, a large group of people, 2/3 of whom identify as Republicans, remain unwilling to get vaccinated or to vaccinate their children.
Infections among the unvaccinated continue to drive this pandemic, hospitalizations, and deaths. Tragically, at a time when we have vaccines that can provide incredible protection.
Rob Reynolds, Al Jazeera.
Thank you, Rob. And in sports, LeBron James returned from suspension to inspire the Los Angeles Lakers to a 124-116 overtime victory over the Indiana Pacers in the NBA Western Conference on Wednesday. The Lakers trailed for most of the game, but James scored 39 points, including 8 of the 12 points in overtime. That ends the latest news updates. Thank you for listening.
Triple N. Informative, entertaining, and first. Every hour on the hour.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent. Perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines. Yet suitable for your hand wash. Soft on your hands. Ozone disinfecting cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
The Grenada Postal Corporation invites contractors interested in the renovation of the customer area within the Hillsborough-based Revenue Post Office building to contact Masonia George at 437-7678 extension 507 before the deadline of Wednesday, November 24th, 2021 at 3 p.m.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low? For one, we size our transformers just for what we need, and we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LED. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
How do you know if it is working?
We pay attention to the usage history table. Over time, our average...
When you think of Grenville Cooperative Credit Union, what comes to mind? A reliable financial institution that has stood the test of time. Maybe you think about the convenience and quality financial service they provide. Do you think about their readiness to help you retire, achieve your academic goals, build your dream home, buy the piece of land, or the elegant car? Or maybe the convenience of their different locations, Jubilee Street in Grenville, or the new outlet on Lucas Street in St. George's in the Derek Sylvester building. Maybe you always consider how they're always a phone call away. 442-8602 or 438-4228. They're also online, www.grenvillecreditunion.com. No matter what comes to mind, remember, Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is the best place to save and to borrow, working with you to make your brighter tomorrow.
There comes a time in every household when a loved one passes on, and we all need the support and guidance of a trusted friend. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home has been your dedicated friend. And now, for your convenience and added financial ease, we introduce specially designed complete funeral packages from as low as $5,500. Same professional quality services, but now greater choices at the lowest possible prices. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest,